Hi you guys, thank you for joining me. Today is going to be the start of Gilmoreathon. So if you guys don't know, Gilmoreathon is a Gilmore Girls readathon, obviously, that is hosted by one of my bestest friends, Olivia, over at Liv's Library. It's also hosted by Mackenzie at Mackenzie Lane, or the Literary Lane, and it's also hosted by Heather from Bookables, and it's also part of the brainchild from Desi, who's also known as Darling Desi. And they basically came up with this few years ago, if I remember correctly, and they all four have done it off and on. I know that I think Desi had to take the year or take this time off because she just has so much going on her plate with like medical things and with booktube and bookstagram. She has a lot going on, y'all. So I'm excited though to participate because I have never seen Gilmore Girls until this year, and I'm like halfway through season 6, so I'm almost done with the show, but not quite. I was hoping to finish before the readathon started, but things didn't work out that way. But that's perfectly fine because I can just keep watching what I'm watching now, if that makes sense. So I can just continue where I'm at in Gilmore Girls and still be excited to see episodes that I've never seen before, and that's part of the reason that I'm really liking it. But I wanted to go ahead and show you guys what I'm going to be reading this week, or what I have planned to read this week. We will see if I actually get everything read. There's probably like a 80% chance that I won't and a 20% chance that I will, so take your bets now, people, before the end of the vlog. Am I going to read all of these books, or am I not going to read all of these books? But I'm not going to go into depth or detail about what these books are about because I did do that in my November TBR, which is a few videos ago. So I'll leave the link to that if you want to go check out what they are actually about. I went into a little more detail there, but let's go ahead and show you guys. So the Gilmore Girls readathon has a buddy read pick, and it is As Seen on TV by Meredith Shore. Got a cat hair there. And basically Abby Jimenez, who wrote Part of Your World, which is a book that I love, blurbed this and said it's adorable and steamy fun that's full of Gilmore Girls vibes. So I'm here for that. I think it's a cute cover. Definitely looks like this takes place in Stars Hollow, but it doesn't. It takes place in Pleasant Hollow. I love the Hollows. I just love them. So I'm very excited to get into this and see what it's like. I know there's a journalism aspect. I think the main character's best friend is Korean, which also is kind of like Rory and Lane. So I'm very excited to see what this is like. I also think it's kind of a Grumpy Sunshine type vibe. So hopefully you get the Luke and Lorelai type of thing. I don't really know what to expect going into this book. I know there are a few mixed reviews, but I'm just going to go in hoping that I enjoy it. I'm hoping to read a few cozy mysteries in this vlog as well. I want to read A Dark and Stormy Murder by Julia Buckley, and that would cover the prompt of leaves on the cover and the one that happens, this takes place during fall and winter. And then I also want to read When the Crow's Away by Orly Wallace, which covers the oh gosh, if I can remember. Okay, sorry. This one covers the family drama aspect, or the family drama prompt of the readathon. And then I know you can use the buddy read for your Asian representation or Asian author for the prompt, but I am going to be reading Death by Dumpling, which is also a cozy mystery, and I don't have a physical copy of that. I have it on my Kindle, so I'm going to be reading it from there. But it looks super cute. I'm so excited to get into it. And another one I'm reading to cover the prompt of complicated love interest is The Wicked Deep by Shay Earnshaw. I'm very excited for this book. I know a few people have mentioned that they love this one so much. I know that Keisha and Olivia both, this is like one of their favorites by Shay Earnshaw, so I am very excited to get into this. We'll see how it goes. And the last book that I'm wanting to read, I'm supposed to be buddy reading this with Rachel from Happy Go Lovely Reads, Olivia, and Elizabeth from Ponytails and Paperbacks, and it is Legends and Lattes by Travis Balltree. I was so excited because Olivia found out that our Barnes & Noble that's close to us had this book, and they weren't out, like they weren't on the shelves yet, but since this book had already been published, we had, the opportunity to pick this up and buy it. She just went in there and asked them if they had it, and they did. So I was so excited when she told me about it that I immediately just went there instead of going home from work. So I'm excited to get to this one. I just love a cozy fantasy. Just sounds amazing to me, so I can't wait to get into it. And then you're also supposed to bake a treat, which I'm hoping to bake a red velvet cake. If I remember, again, I left the red velvet cake mix at the boys' house. If not, I'm probably going to make brownies and figure out how to incorporate cream cheese icing on them, because I love cream cheese icing. So we'll see what I do. Who knows? And then watch your favorite episode of Gilmore Girls, which is the first episode for me, but I might end up just watching a few episodes each day and continue on with my like watching party of those. So I'm very excited, and I can't wait for you guys to follow me on this journey and see how this vlog and how this week turns out with my reading. If you ever see me sitting with a jacket on in my room, it's because my room is extra cold in the wintertime. I do have my like little heater going, but it's taking a while to like warm up and stuff. But I just wanted to say that I finished Legends and Lattes, and I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. It was so cute, so atmospheric, and perfect for the readathon. And just, it was cozy, and I loved all of the characters, and I hope that there are going to be more in this. I hope that he writes more in the world and with the characters, because they were just amazing and I love them. I'm about 100 pages into Death by Dumpling, and I'm really liking it. It's really entertaining, and I keep going back and forth with picking that one up and picking up a new book. I'm trying to keep in the middle of like 2 books while I do the readathon, so that I can make sure that I'm finishing books and make sure that I'm getting through them and stuff like that. So it is the 3rd day, which is kind of like, I wanted to have more than 1 book done by now, but hopefully I can make good progress tomorrow. I've been saying that this whole readathon, but especially maybe the weekend will help out a little bit as well, just because I won't be, I won't have work or anything like that. So we'll see how it goes. I just started, The Wicked Deep. I literally just started, so I'm not even 10 pages in yet, but I'm going to try and read some of this tonight before I go to bed, see how much I can get read, and then try and focus on finishing up Death by Dumpling tomorrow, and possibly see how much I get this. We'll see how much I can get through this tomorrow, but I would love to finish those 3 and then start on another one tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm trying to catch up and just read some more, so fingers crossed that I can do that. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys on how it's going, and yeah, I have an ambiance playing in the background. I've been watching my Gilmore Girls this week, so it's been a good week so far, and I'm just excited to keep going through the weekend. Okay, you guys, so I am waiting to pick up the boys. It is day 4 of the readathon, and I'm having a lot of fun. I've been off and on watching some Gilmore Girls episodes, and I've also been reading, so I'm having a really good time with it. I am planning to read a good bit tonight, because I do have sprints on Keisha's channel with her and Gabby, and I'm so excited because I don't know if either of them are participating in the Gilmoreathon, but I know that I am, and I need these sprints because I need to be focused and get some reading done. So I'm hoping that if I get a good bit of The Wicked Deep read, that I can read that tonight and finish it off. I was going to plan to read all of Death by Dumpling today, but my Kindle did not charge like I thought it did. And so I honestly don't understand what's going on. And I left it at home to charge, and hopefully it's charged by the time I get home. But I probably won't get home until 6 or 6:30, and then sprints are at 8 o'clock. So we'll see how much I can get read between then. But the boys also have therapy today, or one of the boys has therapy today. So I'm hopefully going to be able to just sit in the rainy weather and read, because it's very cozy today. I'm also going to be going home and baking a red velvet cake either today or probably tomorrow, and watch my favorite Gilmore Girls episode, which is episode 1. And I'm just going to have a good time and enjoy it. I'm very excited for it. It's just been a really good time. gotten a lot of pictures that I took for the Gilmore Girls Readathon, and I'm getting to share them on Instagram, and, you know, it's fun. I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm so glad that it's close to the weekend. I do have to study some this weekend because I have two tests coming up on Monday and Tuesday, so fingers crossed that I can get those done and get them, you know, situated and all that good stuff. But tonight I need to go home and just basically read as much as I can today and tomorrow, because most of my studying is going to go into Saturday and Sunday and probably Monday, so I have to make sure that I get that done. The girls also are doing their live show tomorrow night, and I can't wait. I know that Olivia says they have a lot of trivia planned, so I'm going to try my best and put as much effort into my trivia answers that I can. I haven't watched all of Gilmore Girls, so I'm prepared for spoilers, and that's fine, but I'm almost in the middle of season 6, so I'm very close to finishing. I just haven't yet. I was planning to finish it before, you know, the readathon happened, but things just didn't pan out that way. And now, instead of like trying to catch up on the episodes and watch them, I'm trying to make sure I get my reading done. So I'm going to go back to reading The Wicked Deep and get about 30 minutes of reading in before the boys come out. So I look terrible, so don't mind me. My bangs are like splitting and looking awful, but I'm a little over halfway done of The Wicked Deep, through The Wicked Deep. It's about 11 o'clock now. I just got off sprints with Keisha and Gabby. I had a lot of fun. It's been a while since we've caught up, so it was nice to kind of, you know, get back in the swing of talking to them. So it was a lot of fun, and I made a lot of progress in this book. I was going to go back and forth between this and Death by Dumpling, but for some reason, while I was gone today, my Kindle did not charge, so it's only on 20%, and I just got caught up in this story a little too much. I'm loving this book. I'm like, this is turning out to be kind of like a 5-star read, and Legends and Lattes was a 5-star read, and I'm like, am I just going to read 5-star reads for this Gilmoreathon, which I will not feel bad about at all, but I hope to read more of Death by Dumpling tomorrow if I can find a better charger for my Kindle. You would think I would have kept the charger for it, but I cannot find it, so I've been using random ones, so maybe that one's just not working very well, so I will find a solution to that. But I really, really enjoyed The Wicked Deep. I'm kind of tired, but I think that I can stick out another 30 minutes to like an hour, hopefully, and keep reading this book and maybe get farther into it, and maybe I'll be able to finish it tonight or tomorrow morning, and then I'm going to work on finishing Death by Dumpling, so at least if I don't get to read any more this weekend because of like Christmas decorating or because of, what's it called? Studying. Studying that I have to do, then I'll at least have read 3 books this week, which is beyond amazing. But I know I'm going to at least have read 2, which is, again, very good for me. I didn't get to bake my treat tonight. I was kind of rushing. It was a lot going on. I stopped to get dinner. That took forever. And then my computer is so bad. I need a new laptop terribly because mine takes like 30 minutes to boot up. I'm not even kidding. That's not an exaggeration. Usually 20 to 30 minutes to boot up, and I have to give it another 5 to 10 minutes to get ready to put up the internet. So I literally didn't make it onto sprints until 8 o'clock, right when we were going live, and like Gabby and Keisha were already on there for 10 minutes. So it was a lot. But anyway, I am hoping that I'll be able to save up some Christmas money and just save up some money to where I can get a better laptop. So that will be the goal coming up. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go get some reading done and then head to bed and get up in the morning ready to read some more. So I wanted to come on here and let you guys know that I've finished The Wicked Deep. So I have officially read 2 books for Gilmoreathon, and I'm super excited about it. working on my third, which is Death by Dumpling, but I am really enjoying Death by Dumpling. I don't want to talk too much about The Wicked Deep. I'm emotional. I literally had a breakdown and I was sobbing to some of my friends about it because that was a hard book to read. I think the last time I cried that much over a book, it was probably The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and that was hard. So, highly recommend The Wicked Deep if you haven't. I'm just super happy because both of my reads for the Gilmoreathon so far have been 5 stars. And Death by Dumpling is already at like a 4.5 star for me, and it could still get better. So, very excited for that. Also wanted to show you guys what I got in the other day. I realized that I buy a lot of book sleeves from Rachel, which she's Happy Go Lovely Sleeves on Instagram and Happy Go Lovely Reads on BookTube. Sorry, but she had these Taylor Swift book sleeves come out, and I realized I didn't have any to fit my Cozy Mysteries, and I've been buying a lot. So I got her All Too Well. She has like the scarves and it says All Too Well on them. Book sleeve for my cozies. And I just feel accomplished now because I got Cozy Mystery book sleeve from a Cozy Mystery queen herself. So what more could I be doing? So anyway, I'm just kind of chilling out, watching stuff with my family. They're watching The Amazing Race. So I'm gonna go in there and sit and read while they do that. I was gonna bake tonight, but I think I'm starting to get sick, which is not good, but it is what it is. My throat hurts and my ear hurts, so hopefully I'm gonna take some medicine and hopefully it's not worse in the morning. But yeah, this is not a good sign so far. I really don't need to be sick like the week before Thanksgiving break because I'm gonna have tests come up and stuff like that, so it's just gonna be a lot, but we're gonna work through it. We'll push through, we'll be good, but I will update you guys probably tomorrow. Okay, the lighting is making me look a bit weird, but hi, I'm wrapping up my Gilmore Girls vlog. If I sound awful, it's because I'm sick. I have been sick for like a week now, getting close to like a week and a half, so trying to persevere, trying to push through it. I don't know if I've had like the flu or a cold or what, but I'm feeling better now. It's just everything, you know, my immune system's doing its thing, working out all of the gunk, and so it's just how it's gonna be. But I might sound a little different in a few videos, or maybe just this one, but it is what it is. So this week has just been, I'm a little late catching up, but this week has just been really great with Gilmore Girls reading and just all the Gilmore Girls vibes. So I don't know if I've mentioned this. I think I mentioned it in the vlog, but I just started Gilmore Girls this year, and I'm almost done with season 6 now, and I'll be starting the last season very soon, and I'm just really loving it. And so when I found out that Olivia did a Gilmore Girls based readathon, I was like, I have to participate in this. So I'm so glad that they brought it back this year. I had a lot of fun with it. There were some things, you know, that just didn't work out with the vlog. I did not get to bake a red velvet cake, which I wanted to do. I did bake some brownies, but I did not get footage of them. So, yeah. But I did bake some brownies and watch some Gilmore Girls. Literally any time that I felt like I didn't want to read, or I was just too tired or anything like that, I just watched Gilmore Girls instead of reading, which was always a nice thing to do. But I got a good bit of reading done. I, you know, had 6 books, including the buddy read that I wanted, or the 6 books that includes the buddy read with them, that I wanted to get through. I did not read the buddy read. People were giving it a lot of bad reviews. Olivia, I know, did particularly enjoy it, and we have pretty similar reading tastes, so I just didn't think that I would enjoy it, so I didn't even bother reading it. The only books that I didn't get to were When the Crow's Away and A Dark and Stormy Murder. Yeah, those are the only 2 that I didn't get to, which are both Cozy Mysteries that I want to get to, hopefully sometime this month, but we shall see. I did read The Wicked Deep, which I gave 5 stars because it was just so good. I don't think that I have sobbed that hard at a book since The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. So that was a lot for me to take in. I did see the twist, or I kind of guessed the twist. I wouldn't say that I kind of guessed it. I just had a fleeting thought of maybe this is what the twist is, and it did come out that that was the twist, but it still hit me in a different way than I thought it would hit me, so I really enjoyed that book. I also read Death by Dumpling, which was amazing. I gave it 4 stars. I'm very excited to continue reading that series. I thought about tossing out my entire TBR for this month just to binge read that series, because I found out there are 8 books out right now and a 9th one that is coming out next year, I believe, so I have a while to go in that series, but it's really good, and I like the aspect it has like romance mixed in with a mystery and really likable characters, so I'm excited to see what that one has to entail for the rest of this series. I'm also very happy that that one was on Kindle Unlimited, and I think most of them are, so I'm trying to use my Kindle a little bit more, especially with Cozy Mysteries, because there are quite a few that are on Kindle Unlimited, so I want to make sure I'm getting my money's worth with that, you know? And the last book, or the first book actually that I read, but the last book that I'm going to talk about is Legends and Lattes, which 5 stars for me. Absolutely love it. Cannot wait for the next one to come out. From what I've heard from friends and such, the next book that is going to come out in the series is going to be a prequel, which I'm a little nervous about. I know there are some characters that have been brought up that look really cute, and like I would enjoy reading with them or reading about them and things like that, so I'm excited about that, but I am going to miss the characters that have been presented to me in Legends and Lattes, but it was a really cute cozy fantasy, which is the first cozy fantasy I would say that I've ever read, and so I'm very excited to get into more of the cozy fantasy genre. I know that Desi from Darling Desi has mentioned a few, and I'm just really excited to, you know, get into that genre, because as you guys know, I love fantasy, and I can definitely feel the need for fantasy coming back in. So yeah, hopefully any of the books that I didn't get to this week, I'm going to keep, you know, have them on my November TBR list and get to them, but honestly at this point I'm just kind of in a I don't know what to read, I want to read everything kind of mood, and I'm also in a I don't want to read anything kind of mood, so it's a battle right now. It's a battle, but thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. It's been a great week. I want to say thank you again to the host for creating this and for putting it on. I know that you guys put a lot of thought into this, and you don't, like, I don't know if you know how much that it means to everybody who has participated, and just really we appreciate everything you've done. So that's gonna wrap it up for this week, and I will see you guys in my next video.